So welcome TikTok. We're gonna do a sunset pedestrian walking life video. So I'm all about the California pedestrian life. And the reasons I love being a pedestrian, I change up the way that I walk a lot. I haven't walked on the Orange Blossom Trail in a while, but I really do like walking on it. It's a lot of fun. And the view of the sunset is beautiful. It's immaculate. I love sunsets. They're one of my favorite things. You can see the sunset. So I always talk about why I love being a pedestrian in Southern California, because people always say in Southern California that you must drive a car, but I don't. I've never driven a day in my life. I don't want to. You can take the bus, but I only like to take the bus to get to locations faster. That's it. And sometimes I use Uber, but very rarely. Most of the time, I love to walk. And you know, people are always like, oh, you need to have a gym membership to get fitness. But I'm like, no, actually not. So what about just walking for your transportation and for every day? Like, it's a thing. Like, the benefits. These are the big benefits. I've never had a car payment a day in my life. I'm so happy. I've never had to pay for car insurance a day in my life. I'm so happy. Like, I don't want to pay for those things. I know a lot of people think owning a car is like really important, but I have no interest in it. So sometimes you just have to live a different kind of lifestyle. And look at the sunset. It's so pretty. Live the kind of life you want to live. Like, if people are like, oh, you have to drive, why? If you can live walking distance from somewhere, who is making you drive? You don't have to do that. And a lot of people, they would kind of, this is why I don't discuss it with people. It's funny because you will meet a lot of people that claim to be pro-environment. I've had people online, and I will not talk to people online about this specifically with this certain mindset. Some people say, well, only people who live in New York City can walk. And I don't agree with that at all, because I've lived my entire life in Southern California not driving. But this is the difference. You have to choose to live closer to where you're going to commute. And it's totally feasible. Like, I used to ride a bike, but I don't really like doing that anymore. Although maybe someday I'll start riding a bike again. Personally, I just love walking. Like, I'm never in a rush. I feel like everybody's just in a rush to get somewhere all the time, like to go as fast as possible. That's not really my thing. I love strolling. Like, I love to just stroll, take my time. And I feel like strolling is definitely a thing. And one of the things I love about it is you see different types of plants. Like, the other night I went walking with my sister back here on the Orange Blossom Trail, and we were like identifying different plants. Like, it's just fun. So I highly recommend, if you decide that you don't want like to drive and you just want to be a pedestrian, or let's say you do drive and you want to drive less and you would like to walk most of the time, do it. Like, live how you want to live. And I talk about that a bit on this channel, but that's been a big part of my content. Like, I haven't talked about being a pedestrian as much for years, because I used to have a little blog where I talked about it. And it might not be like the most popular topic, but I've started to bring it up again because I'm just like, I feel like it's kind of unique. You don't get a lot of pedestrian content, but mostly I talk about long hair. Like, that's mostly my one big topic, because I love having long hair, and I love to talk about like how I do gentle hair care. But I also love just being a pedestrian and walking everywhere and not having to drive. It's one of like my favorite. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Hi. Anyway, we're gonna go live doing our walking, talking live stream. And this is the sunset walk. And it's just very like getting your introvert on and enjoying a nice little walk home. I'm gonna show you the beauty. Like, look, I feel like, do people ever see the beauty of the sun just reflecting off the water? I just love stuff like that. It's one of my favorite things. Just a nice little sunset walk. Well, it's almost dark now, really. Oh, like, you can see like the orange in the sunset a little bit farther down. So yeah, a lot of my content on TikTok is long hair content. That's the main one. But I also do like these little pedestrian walks. So one of the fun things about a pedestrian commute is like mix up your walks. And it just makes it more fun. And you enjoy it more. You know? Another thing I've noticed too, being a pedestrian, I do have to replace, like, I like Skechers shoes. I have to replace them more often than, like, I think people say they should just that they should last a long time, and I'm like, no. Like, some pairs don't last that long. But right now, my favorite walking shoes have been Skechers shoes, and I like the black ones. I don't know, those are my favorite. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another live later. I kind of like just enjoying the sunset and enjoying the evening.